Hello. It's been a while. Sorry. Um, Sun's in my eyes, but I didn't want it to be too dark to take this video. I'm not thinking very good. Sorry. Very well. It is June the 11th. It's a Wednesday. It's about 6:30. And you might hear my computer making noises in the background. I know for sure you can probably hear the washing machine. So I apologize in advance. Just a real quick catch up. I had a pretty good day yesterday. Today I'm feeling really, really tired. My eyes are really painful. It feels like someone put sand in them, but that's kind of normal for me. I think it's part of the MCS reaction to something. I don't know. I do remember yesterday that I had the door open for a while and my downstairs neighbors were smoking. And it was a little while before I caught it. So it may be that it's from that smoke. Anyway, just to check in, I was doing pretty good this morning. Ooh, it's quiet. Not for long though. This morning I felt off balance and just didn't feel good. I had a couple of whoopsie-doos, as I call them. A whoopsie-doo is, well, there's different levels. The main one that I have is just I'll all of a sudden start like that, I'll grab a hold of something because it just feels like for just a split second like I'm falling, like, balance issue. Sorry for the camera, guys. I have a real whoopsie-doo is one where, and I think it's migraine related. It'll be like, I don't actually have the spin of vertigo, but I have a kind of a pressure in my head, kind of like a head rush back in the good old days when I was a stupid kid. And it feels a little off balance, maybe sometimes like a quarter of a spin. Like normally my spins go completely like around the clock face, and this might be like from 1 to 3. Just a little bit of a spin. And it feels like I'm going to pass out. I actually think it may be a vasovagal, that's probably vasovagal reaction. My daughter has them. My daughter Devin has them. Actually, my daughter Bailey's had them too. Anyway, I'm not sure. Normally they last under a minute, although just recently I had one that lasted a little bit longer. And I know that a minute doesn't sound long, but when the world is closing into a pinpoint and you feel like you're going to pass out, it can feel like forever. Normally I just sit down and breathe. Just try to breathe deeply and to make it through it. There's not a lot I can do with it. So anyway, I'm still traumatized. I have a fight or flight reaction whenever I have any kind of a spin or feel off balance, and I think that's part of the problem. It makes me feel horrible because I feel the adrenaline. But anyway, so I had that this morning. Didn't feel very good. Was kind of teary. Just some family stuff going on, and I just don't feel up to dealing with it. And I tried to work for 3 days. I found what may or may not have been a legitimate job on Craigslist, and I went into it knowing it might not have been legitimate. I figured at that point that the worst that would happen is I would put some time in working for this guy and not get paid. He had no access to any accounts or anything, so it wasn't like he was going to take money from me or scam me in that way. He said it was writing reviews for eBay, and it felt legitimate at that point because there were a lot of rules and regulations that I had to adhere to. I was supposed to get paid $25 per 10 write-ups that I did. And so I did 3 days worth, so that should be $75. And I thought those 3 days it was rough. I was coming down off of having been exposed. My head wasn't working right. I got to where I was more proficient in writing them. So that wasn't such a bad thing, but then on Monday, all of a sudden, he didn't want me to do any writing because I had 2 of my very first write-ups kicked back for grammar errors. And then the next day, Tuesday, he claimed that the links weren't working, but the links that I had been given on Monday, they were working. And then today, he sent me a request that I do some work for him writing some stuff that I felt like might have been illegal, which is a whole nother subject, and I don't want to get into it, but I actually told him I was not going to work for him anymore today. and the period. But I told him today that I wasn't going to work from him, that I was not going to work for him anymore. The thing is that the 3 days that I did work for him were just like when I tried working for J Lodge. I could do it, but it was an extreme strain. It made me feel tired. Maybe that's why I'm still feeling bad. It made me feel like I couldn't think. It made me feel stupid. By the end of the day, I was this is supposed to take an hour, 2 hours at the most, and it took me all day. It shouldn't have done that. I'm a better writer than that, but my brain was not working, and then there was that added pressure of, you got to get it done today. He wanted me to do 2 sets of 10, wanted me to do 20 write-ups a day, and here I was barely doing 10. So I had already kind of come to the conclusion that I couldn't do this kind of work, which is really tough for me because I've all along kind of felt like maybe I could work if I could find something specialized that I could do from home, and I think that that's not the case, and that's kind of tough to face up to. That my brain is broken to the point that I can't work. Maybe someday we'll figure out how to help me through this, or maybe I'll move someplace where the air is clean and I'm not getting contaminated all the time, and I can grow my own food, and there's a whole bunch of things I could do to help myself if I wasn't stuck where I'm at. So maybe I will get better someday and I'll be actually able to write like I want to. But in any case, wow, this was just supposed to be a really small check-in, take a couple minutes, say hi, turn into another long ramble. Oh well. So yeah, I don't know, did I tell you guys that I have a new doctor? Okay, I'll try to make this quick and maybe make it another post at a later point. We picked a new doctor out, one that would do tests for me that were not the antigen skin prick testing. I don't think that works for MCS. I think that works fine for allergens because it's a histamine reaction, but MCS are not histamine reactions. I can't remember the name of the word that it is. This doctor does other testing, and he's closer. He's only 3.5 hours away, whereas the one I had gone to, he was 5.5 hours away. So we're going down, it's in Oklahoma City. We're going down in October, which is killing me because I want to go now because I want to get help as fast as I can. I'm so tired of feeling like crap. Not that I can afford any treatment till after I get Social Security. That's the messed up part of it. Anyway, I just want to get it done. We're going to stay a couple of days and see Oklahoma City and stay in a posh, swanky hotel and pretend we're hipsters and shop at Whole Foods and maybe see the Godiva chocolate store or something. I don't know, but anyway, so that's the plan. I'll talk more about this doctor and why I think I'm gonna like him, and once I've seen him, I'll tell you guys how it went. But anyway, so okay, now I'm really gonna get off of here. I've got some dishes to wash. If I can get the energy up to go into the kitchen. Yeah. So God bless. Bye bye.